Oh, shit. Run up these likes, and hit the hype button because it helps the channel in a major way. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Holcomb has damage control. Now, if you're not aware, champs, Corey Holcomb is canceled, champ. He's getting canceled. He's losing subs. He's losing followers, champs. On top of being accused of very nasty, heinous PDF allegations in his very show, this same show that y'all have seen on YouTube, he's seen saying nasty things about minors, saying alleged stories about doing things with minors, creating scenarios in his head about very young children. It's very nasty. But we have his co-host Kraig Facts here, alright? This man is like 27 years old with no facial hair. He looks like a PDF his goddamn self. I'm gonna be real about the situation. Son looks like a PDF, champ. Off top, I'm telling you, you look like a PDF, gang. I'm gonna keep it a G-stack with you, gang. Yeah, you look crazy, gang. Oh, champ. Defending Corey and looking like a PDF is already a bad look. I ain't gonna lie. But y'all hit the like and hit the hype button. Here's what Kraig Facts, co-host of Corey Holcomb's show, has to say in regards to this madness. Look.
As I'm doing this research on Joe, and I'm finding these jokes, and I'm coming up with dog jokes, and I'm coming up with jokes about the women he's been with, and I'm coming up with things that have happened to him in the media. I can honestly say, as a black man, it made me more introspective, right? Because I'm on this internet to crack jokes, make people laugh, create content. But it's more for the sake of laughter. I'm a musician. I do music. I'm an actor. I just be having fun, and I try to bring the conversations that I have with my friends to the internet. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm doing this research, I just realized, man, that I'm not really okay with contributing to the destruction of another black man.
Ooh, stand on business. So basically, first of all, your boy Kraig Facts is responding to Joe Budden, because Joe Budden went in on Corey Holcomb like yesterday or the day before on his podcast and all that, right? He's saying that he's against bringing down another black man, and like Corey Holcomb, right? Another black man is also a predator, by the way, yeah, because you gotta do damage control for a predator, by the way. And I ain't gonna lie, like I said before, you look like a predator. Ain't that crazy? I ain't gonna lie, gang. You look like if Peter Guns joined Crisscross. I ain't gonna lie, gang. Like if Peter Guns right now was in Crisscross, it would be you. I ain't gonna lie, I'm just saying. But let's continue. Oh, Chan, go ahead, Chan. Continue. Go ahead.
Like, I'm not cool with that. Listen to me. When I crack jokes and I talk about shit online, whether it's on my show, 5150, or any other show, I am not, in my mind, trying to contribute to the destruction of another black man. I'm simply cracking jokes. So as I read and see this old information about Joe possibly fucking with dogs, it just dawns on me, man, like...
Listen, we all know Joe Budden is the weirdo. I know that Banana Republic Joe is a weirdo. I've said countless times on this here platform that Joe Budden is a weirdo. Oh, and the people who have been with the man for a while knows that Banana Republic Joe is a weirdo. But you know who's a bigger weirdo than Joe Budden, even though Joe Budden is a weirdo? Your boy, Corey Holcomb, who distinctly makes these comments and these jokes about black children. Not just any black children. I mean, like 5-year-old black children. This guy is on record saying that a 5-year-old little girl, he could tell by the way she was drinking soda or juice that she was going to be a 3 or 4. He said these things, gang. Yeah, your boy Corey Holcomb says that a 5-year-old black girl, by the way she was drinking a liquid, drinking juice, that she was gonna be a 304. Your boy Corey Holcomb says some hating stinks. Also says that a kid's box is the best box over adult women box. Yeah. You don't want to destroy another black man. You want to talk about Joe Budden's doggy fetishes, which is absolutely crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But truth be told, being a Geppetto is worse than being a doggy fetishizer. I'm gonna just be honest, yeah. Being a doggy fetishizer ain't worse than being a Geppetto, okay? Being a PDF is way worse. So you say you're not trying to destroy another black man, but you okay with a black man destroying other black children? Kinda crazy, right? I ain't gonna lie. Y'all up these likes for the man. Up these likes. Get these likes up, gang. Only on the man's platform. We got Kraig Facts, co-host of, what is it, the 5150 show? I don't know what the show called, man. I don't watch this bozo. Let's continue.
As you become more successful, people around you try to destroy you when they can't get what they want from you. I'm not that nigga. I've been on 5150 for 7 years. I love the show. I love Corey Holcomb. I think he's a legend. I don't agree with everything that Corey says, but I think a lot of times...
So when you say you don't agree with everything that Corey says, do you not agree with him saying what he's saying about children? Do you not agree with him saying that there was a 15-year-old girl that got in the bed with him while he was naked? I'm just asking these questions because you do realize your boy is being outed for saying insane things about minors, right? It's all over the place. I mean, he also has the DV that we already knew about, which is already yours. I mean, this can't be a worse week for someone that has a podcast. I mean, first you have the DV video where you're putting hands on a woman because she rejected you. Crazy enough. Then on top of it, you got a bunch of clips of you saying PDF-like things about little black children. It's over. Yo, listen. Chat, I want y'all to answer this question. How soon do you think Corey Holcomb is going to put on his Wendy's uniform, champ? How soon is Corey going to put those fries in the bag? Because this is over with. Sponsorships, gone. Everything else, gone, shit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why Kraig Facts is even up here right now. Trying to go with Joe Budden. You know, listen, Joe Budden is good. Regardless if Joe Budden fetishizes dogs because he's a weirdo, it doesn't matter. At least Joe Budden ain't a PDF, gang. He ain't a PDF, though. I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. You dig? Oh, champ, it's gonna get ugly, man. When is the last show? I think the last show should be the last one. Ron Julius said it's gonna be in another month that Corey Holcomb puts on that Wendy's uniform because he gonna have to, gang. Because I'm telling you, this is only gonna get worse. But let's hear what else Kraig Facts had to say. Oh, champ, look.
People misinterpret my silence as agreeance. Silence is not an agreement. I'm processing, I'm understanding, and I'm evaluating when I'm being quiet. Now, what's happening between Corey and Joe is between Corey and Joe. Corey calling me Dusty, I didn't agree with that. I thought it was funny. I laughed, so I want to make people laugh in return. See, there's a logical fallacy that's called...
He called you Dusty? And you let him? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. If I see Corey Holcomb, I might have to lay down Corey Holcomb. I'm just gonna keep it a G-stack. He wouldn't lay me down. I'm just gonna keep it. He wouldn't lay me. But Corey Holcomb might have to have some shut eye if I see him. I'm just gonna keep it a G. After what I seen from Corey Holcomb, I ain't gonna lie. I might have to put that Bernstein bed to the ground. I ain't gonna lie. He wouldn't put me to the ground. We can put money up on that. Homie like 56, champ. Yeah, you don't want no wreck with the man. Man, yeah. The man's gonna lay you down. I ain't gonna lie. And some of y'all might not believe these things because y'all don't know me. But champ, there's a chance I might put you on the ground too. I ain't gonna lie. There's a high chance the man might put you on the ground. Don't get it confused, champ. But Corey Holcomb been wild. You let him call you Dusty? Nasty work. So you okay with all of the PDF things that Corey Holcomb been saying now, aren't you, champ? Is that what that means? Uncle Dust says, what they say, champ, silence means you're complicit. Yeah. So he said his silence doesn't mean that he agrees with Corey Holcomb. Also means you might be complicit in it. Why you ain't speaking against the wrongdoings, champ? Listen, just know that whatever happens to Corey Holcomb falls back on you because you on the show too, champ. You see the Darlene chick that's on the show? She's catching wreck too because guess what? She was also seen partaking in the nasty so-called jokes or commentary of PDF doings from your boy Corey Holcomb. Yeah. She was laughing and giggling about the PDF things that was coming out of Corey's mouth. The guy's a sicko. This guy refers to 16, 15, and 17-year-old girls as women. Says the best time to get with a girl is when she's 16 because she's the most pure. This guy's a Geppetto. I don't care what nobody says. This nigga can't sue me. He's about to work at Wendy's, so I'm not worried, champ. He can try to sue me for saying these. He can't sue me, champ. You about to put fries in the back. I'm not worried, champ. You about to go work that Wendy's drive-thru. I'm not really concerned about what may or may occur, alright? Corey Holcomb can't sue nobody, champ. You're on the chopping block now, and apparently you're going to be chopping potatoes to make fries. By the way, champ, in a second, champ, but let's continue.
Appeal to authority, right? This is what Joe tried to use on me that I wasn't fucking with. He tried to position himself as the authority, as the elite. I'm up here and you're a dusty nigga that's beneath my feet. And I didn't fuck with that. That's why I made my response roast.
You shouldn't have responded. You shouldn't have responded, bro. Anybody that defends Corey Holcomb right now is gonna look crazy, and you look crazy. Like I said, nigga, you look like if Peter Guns was on Crisscross right now, nigga. If Peter Guns, I don't know how old Peter Guns is. Bro gotta be like 50, maybe 60 years old right now. If Peter Guns was in Crisscross, it'd be you right now, gang. I ain't gonna lie. You look kind of wild, gang. You look kind of wild. You got on a semi-yellow, semi-tan shirt, a green snapback, and a gray hoodie. Champ, you look like a PDF. I ain't gonna lie. And you younger than me, champ. I ain't gonna hope. And you younger than me, gang. You heard? You look like if Peter Guns was a mango, gang. You heard? You a Peter Guns in Crisscross, champ. I think you should stop this madness. I think you should stop while you at. Quit while you at, champ, before you be working with Corey on the grill of Wendy's, nigga. Chill out. Relax, champ. Salute to Tough Stino in the building who crashed out on Corey earlier on his platform. Y'all might want to take a look at that because that's where you can see all of the PDFings of your boy Corey Holcomb. Yes, they're still bugging. And he's trying to defend Corey Holcomb because he's bugging. Why would you even? This is you ruining your own brand. Like, I don't know what your brand is because I honestly don't watch you to know your brand. But I hear you're a comedian and a personality and all that. You trying to defend, bro, is not in your best interest. I'ma just be honest, gang. Yeah, you might want to leave this alone. You see, you trying to go back to Joe Budden, might not be in your best interest, gang. The guy caught a DV on camera. He put hands on a woman on camera for rejecting his advances. And he got a bunch of PDF clips talking about little black girls. What are we doing here? You trying to defend Corey Holcomb in any way, shape, or form will only reflect upon you and your brand in a negative light, chip. Remember, the internet is forever. You putting this out there is stupid, chip. It ain't the smartest of moves. I ain't gonna lie, but let's continue.
Video, and I went light in the roast video. I didn't do me how I normally do it because I really don't have a problem with Joe Buttons or anybody that we've ever joked about on 5150. Dr. Brian, I ain't got no.
I ain't gonna lie, you sound like Drake right now. You sound like Drake in that LeBron James interview where bro said I had a diss for Pusha T, but I didn't put it out. Cut it out, bro. Never gonna put out no diss on Pusha T because he's not an idiot, champ. At that time, it wasn't in Drake's best interest to do so. I'm just making a comparison here because now you're saying I did a roast video, but I decided not to put it out. Nigga, you saying like you might as well stand on business. No. Stand on business. Don't talk about I thought about doing it, but you're a black man, so I'm gonna let you be. I'm gonna spare you, champ. Spare? You gonna spare him? I don't give a damn if you was bright purple, nigga. You gonna catch wreck anyway. Just off principle, champ, that you was talking crazy. You referred to me as Dusty. Oh, you think I'm Dusty? Well, I got something for that, champ. I have a response at hand. Nigga say, I don't believe in putting down other black men. You're an idiot. Yo, listen, it's always these butterfly cocoon colored Negroes, man. Yeah, champ, it's always y'all. You know what's crazy? You know, you are the exact color of applesauce. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna be selling junior kids meals at Wendy's with applesauces on the side with Corey Holcomb. And by the way, listen, since the bozo wants to talk about being funny, talking about minors in a nasty way, well, champ, you're gonna be making minor meals too. Yeah, junior meals, that is, champ. But applesauces on the side. Yeah, you're gonna be doing that, champ. By the way, yeah, champ. Uncle Dust says Corey is out of pocket and has been out of pocket for a while now. 5150 has always been on weird time. You're right. To be honest, I've never seen a full pod, bro. I never watched a full pod. Like, I've seen little clips here and there. I seen when Aries Spears got decked and all that. I seen all that, but I ain't really watch a full show because I'm not a Corey Holcomb person. I don't follow, bro. I've only seen bro on Wildin' Out. If I want to talk about watching him in full, that's about it. I've never watched the 5150 show in full because it's not a show that I watch. That's not my type of entertainment. I'll be real. You dig? OB's niece says this is a horrible situation. Something needs to be done about Corey and company. Oh, he about to lose everything, shit. Yo, listen. If he ain't on Indeed.com, he better get on there, champ. Get on Indeed.com. Tell him, listen, man, I'm a former owner of a podcast known as 5150. You might know me. I'm here for the assistant manager position at Wendy's, champ. I'm here for the assistant manager role, champ. I need immediate work right now. I'm available anytime, any day, champ. My pod is failing, champ, and I need some redemption, champ. Yeah, you're gonna be a 56-year-old working at Wendy's. You thought you was above. See, this is what happens when you think you above the program. Ain't nobody above the program, gang. Yeah, niggas done got footage of you out DVing a woman, and they got a bunch of clips of you talking about kids in a weird, disgusting manner. You cook, bro. Bro even said if they check my computer is worse. They might deem me to be an R. Kelly. He said these things. That if they checked his computer, his hard drive, he kind of outed himself there. See, now we have to have the feds take a look at your hard drive now. See, you done outed yourself as a criminal, as a sicko. So now the feds need to go and take a look, go confiscate that hard drive and see what the hell you got up there. Because apparently something should be up there. According to you make a lot of PDF references and jokes. So something might be up there, champ. Yeah. Speaking of which, something might be up there. Oh, champ. Rich Steve says, real talk, Showface and Stino was funnier than them two. Nigga, I would drag that Bernstein bed through the mud. Facts. I would drag him through the mud, champ. Easy. Light work, champ. I ain't gonna lie. Listen. You can't trust the nigga that always look like he about to barbecue anyway, nigga. How you gonna trust the nigga that look like he's about to go start up a grill every time you see him, nigga? There's no reason. Like, nigga, if it's summer, spring, fall, and winter, why are you still dressed up like you about to go start up a barbecue, champ? That's kind of crazy. There's no reason why you look like you about to go flip, meat patties all the time. But it's good that you look that way. You are the perfect fit for Wendy's, champ. Yeah, because you're going to be flipping Meat pies for real at Wendy's. You're gonna be flipping meat patties, champ. So you're already the perfect fit, champ. You fit the criteria. Amazing. You have the physical appearance necessary for those who need to be at the grill, champ. I ain't gonna lie. Salute to Stino. He says they can't do nothing with us. Nothing, champ. It would be a spectacle. It would be a spectacle. It would be an onslaught, champ. I ain't gonna lie. But let's continue. Oh, champ.
Issue with her. That's between her and Corey. All the things we do, all the things we say are based on public information. So you got weird questions like this. Are you gay? Hell no. Whoa. Hell no. That's a dumbass question.
Hold on. Monetize YouTube says you don't want to roast off with Kraig, champ. It's easy to do it one way. Kraig would wash you and Cino at the same time. Y'all bugging. You are using his friend to wash your teeth right now. Actually, champ, I wanted to let you know. You're using your saliva to wash his friend. Did you know that, champ? Yeah. You're soaking his friend. Did you know that, champ? Like, you know, before you prepare Frank, you don't have to wash Frank before preparation, champ. You can just take it straight out the package. So you're doing too much, champ. You overly prepping Frank right now is what you're doing, by the way. You know. So you came here to be a fan. So you're a fan of this. You're a fan of this guy who's defending a PDF. You're a fan of Peter Guns on Crisscross. So you are a fan of Crisscross Peter Guns. This guy. Interesting, champ. Interesting. Listen, maybe you need to hug a shadow. Niggas think Kraig can do anything with me is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'll fry fire out this nigga. I don't know what you're talking about, champ. You must not be familiar with my work, eh? You must not be familiar with my work. Well, I can't see you in the comments. This nigga's a ghost? I don't know. But let's continue. My fault.
I don't care who's gay. I don't care who's none of that. That's none of my that's not my lane. Every day. You see, I got this work jacket on. I'm a working nigga that cracks jokes. I don't give a fuck about the Hollywood shit. But I noticed the click up and I understand what's going on. And I must say, this hypocrisy that exists within our community is comedy.
This nigga's a cornball. Bro, I don't even understand how this nigga came in, right? Making this video. And he's talking to Joe Budden. He said he don't want to diss Joe Budden or make fun of Joe Budden because he don't believe in tearing down another black man. Nigga, you already tore down, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. You already tore down. Like I said, you look like Peter Guns, Craig Mack, and K Solo did a Dragon Ball Z fusion dance and just collage, nigga. You are a collage of the rapper K Solo, Peter Guns, Q-Tip, nigga, and Crisscross. Nigga, you are a collage of 90s niggas. I ain't gonna lie. You are a collage, chin. You are very collage of 90s rappers, champ. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you was just a hybrid of Peter Guns, K Solo, and a lot of yellow 90s raps. I ain't gonna lie. Real talk. Yeah, K Solo, yes, champ. A lot of 90s rappers, gang. Come on, champ. What are we doing? Yeah, bro, believe in tearing down black women and apparently doing heinous things to black children, which is crazy. But you don't want to tear down a black man, though. But you rather see, black children who have allegedly been victimized by said person, by Smokey the Bear, or Bernstein Holcomb. I'ma call him Bernstein Holcomb. I ain't gonna lie. You rather see him talk crazy about potentially harming children, though. Kind of wild. It's kind of crazy. But hey, maybe I'm bugging, champ. Maybe I'm wild. Maybe I'm wild. It's me. Miss me, champ.
Go buy Big Head Craig. First of all, I got my own sitcom out. I spent 70,000-80,000 on making this sitcom. It's called Big Head Craig. I made it years ago. It has all your favorite influencers in it. Go ahead, purchase it, buy it. Watch the entire season. Watch it. This nigga said sad. What's sad? What are you talking about? This is the problem, man. Like, if you're using bots to push your agenda, you ain't really got nothing going on, man. Yeah, Big Head Craig is funny as hell. Stop in here with the going outside. I speak on whoever the fuck I want to speak on. If Joe speaks,
Yo, see, shut up, bro. Cause listen. Cause now you trying to act like you standing on business, but you scared to go at Joe Budden. Just say that, nigga. The nigga scared. So Joe called this guy Dusty, when he was talking down on Corey Holcomb, because he don't rock with Corey and Corey don't rock with him, obviously. Right? Cool. Now he's pretending to say, I talk about whoever the F I want to talk about. Okay, cool. So why you ain't saying what you want to say about Joe Budden when you say you had a roast for Joe Budden and you ain't doing it? Why not? Why not cook Banana Republic Joe? It's very easy to cook that samurai jersey nigga. That nigga is a banana jersey samurai, gent. He can't dress. He looks like a complete bozo. He's everyone's Dominican uncle, nigga, and he's not even Dominican. You dig? So I don't know how it was hard for you to just drop a complete roast on Joe Budden, which is what you should have did, honestly, instead of trying to defend Corey Holcomb in the process. That wasn't smart. That was stupid. See, now you're going to hurt your said business in the process just for doing that. Niggas ain't standing on nothing. Niggas is scary, gang. As far as I'm concerned, niggas is scared. It's always these pancake battered colored Negroes. It always falls short, Chet. Nasty work, man. Oh, Chet. You should, like I said, you should have just went on, bro, but she didn't. Come on, gang. 305 Vegas Strong says roasted Craig so bad he falling off the bone. Collage of 90s raps. Yeah, Chet. This nigga dressed like the paper boy off the Nintendo game. Forgot the name of that game. It was on the old Nintendo, nigga. You look like a paper boy, nigga. You look like you belong on Beethoven or something. Like you just an extra on a Disney movie right now. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga extra on a 90s Disney movie. Like what the hell you got on, gang? Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Like you look like the paper boy, nigga. Like you got a bike with a basket on it and you throwing papers at niggas' doors and all that. Facts. Type time you on, gang. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, you look like a Pokemon trainer, champ. You kind of wildin' here. I ain't gonna lie. And you look like a pediatric. Where's your facial hair, champ? Ain't you almost 30 or something? I don't even know how old this nigga is. I don't know, champ. Oh, champ. I don't know, champ. Rebel Soldier says Craig just got off of the moped after delivering pizza, champ. He looked like it. Like, he looked like it. It would seem that way, champ. Right? It would look that way. His bike got a bell on it. Facts, champ. You could hear him riding by, champ. You could hear him ride by. Facts, champ. Yes, it's over, bro. Like I said, like defending Corey Holcomb in the process is stupid. If he was smart, he would have just went at Joe Budden. But would it have been good is the question. Like, would it have hit? Because honestly, anybody that's on that show really can't do nothing right now. Like you're on the opposing end. Nobody's rocking with you. Nobody is rocking with you. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, nobody's rocking with you. It's crazy, man. Smash the button, like, hit the like, share the video. I gotta boom this channel because somebody is in the chat, but they showing up on StreamYard, but they not showing up here. So I'm gonna try to. I know what I'm gonna do with you. Hold on, champ. I gotta get you up out of here. I gotta get you up out of here, because what the hell is going on here? How can I see you on one app, but I don't see you on the other one? That's kind of wild, champ. But you over here glazing Kraig Facts. I never knew the nigga had glazes. That's kind of wild. But go ahead.
my name, I respond. 4 30-minute episodes. I'm not defending nobody. That's the problem. Chop this up and clip it. I'm not defending nobody. That's my friend. He has a point of view. He's entitled to his point of view. It is not my job to argue with somebody.
Oh, yeah, you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out at this point. Yo, listen, if your so-called friend did something heinous, you gonna have to denounce them. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, yo, imagine finding out your friend is a goddamn PDF. Yeah, he's a complete monster. Registry. He's an offender. It's over, champ. Gotta cut ties ASAP. Address that. You got a public forum, you got a public platform. It's time to dead that ASAP, immediately. Nah, champ, it's over with. He has a point of view. That's my friend, but that doesn't mean I agree, champ. Oh, he's just a little bit of, okay, he might like the kids a little bit, but that's my friend, champ. You ever heard of birds of a feather, gang? I ain't gonna lie. Uncle Doug says Craig Glazing is a low barge. Yeah. He still need that bread though. Whatever bread, he need the bread coming from the show. Whatever bread he got coming from Corey, he need that. Now that bread about to run low, cause guess what? The show is done, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. And I don't know when the next show is. It might be tonight because at the end of the day, we just seen him get outed for saying something crazy about some kids, bro. Yeah, it's terrible. The DV thing was bad enough. Like, the DV and it's crazy. And the nigga justified the DV. He tried to justify the DV, gang. That's nasty work. How you gonna try to justify DV? He literally tried to justify it. He said, hey, sometimes it's necessary. Like, what? The guy's crazy, bro. He must want to get canceled, or in his head, he don't think he gonna get canceled for a while. Nah. Everything you just did is cancelable. You did a lot of cancellation style things. Everything you did is like the worst things you could do possible. So you're cooked. The show's tomorrow. Say that. I'll be catching coverage. You heard? I'll be covering the madness because there's a lot of things that need to be addressed, but that's probably the last show. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Doug says, I cut ties with deadbeat dads. Cutting ties with a Geppetto was a no-brainer. Yeah. You being a POS is a good enough reason to cut ties with you. Like, there's just certain things that people shouldn't stand for or want to be next to at this point. Again, you being friends with an individual who has these nasty jackets on makes you just as bad as that person, because basically what you're saying is you okay with it. Now, he's trying to say he's not okay with it or disagrees with it. So if you really do, why are you still friends with this person? Shouldn't there be a line in the sand right there where you say, hey, we good, I'm good, move it along? Like, cause this is crazy. Cause even though you saying you don't agree, you do agree because you still cool with the person. You can't be still cool with somebody who's saying very heinous things, heinous rhetoric, nasty outlooks on life. Like, just his way of thinking is predatory in many ways. He ain't just a so-called PDF, but he's an abuser. Bro is a self-proclaimed abuser just off the things that he says. So if that's cool and that's a thing and you cool with it, and hey champ, remember, you're gonna catch flack for it too. You feel me? You're gonna catch flack for it too. You heard? Reformed Jersey Bird says Craig look like an angry stick of butter. You ain't lying. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. He look like a very cinnamon margarine. Yeah. If you could mix cinnamon and margarine, Kraig Facts. You heard? Kraig Facts, champ. On Rank, Rebel Soldier says, nah, I seen a compilation of all the things Corey Holcomb said about kids, and it's beyond disgusting. He on some demonic ish. I seen it too, champ. I seen it too. I ain't gonna lie. I seen it too. It was nasty, bro. Like, it's kind of unbelievable how insane those things are. You dig? 3 Moon Roses says Darlene is so fine. You a thirst ball. I ain't gonna lie. She's washed up. I ain't gonna hold. That's what you like, champ? You like old Chinese food, don't you, champ? Darlene is fine. Darlene is washed up. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm good on that. Fine. Fine. You mean she used to be a long time ago? Fine. How old are you, champ? Listen, if you about 60, 70, I might give you a pass. If you less than that, I don't know. Fine is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, but let's continue. My fault.
About what they think and how they feel. I got my own family. I got my own way of doing things. Period, point blank. And for those of y'all who think that being a man is about correcting everybody and telling them where they're wrong, you a dummy. The fuck you niggas keep talking about? Nigga, I'm 6'3", 250, nigga.
And what does that mean? And you know that don't mean nothing, right? I'm 6'3", 250. And what does that mean? You think that means something? Yo, fam. You being 6'3", 250 puts fear in nobody's heart. You heard? I'ma keep it a stack. Yeah. It also means you out of shape too. I ain't gonna lie. Can you even move, nigga? Can you move, champ? 6'3", 250 is crazy. Can you move, champ? 6'3", 250 means nothing to me, champ. Or anyone else who knows how to get down. I ain't gonna lie. I'm 6'3", 250. What does this mean? Champ. Yeah, he gangster now. He's that guy now. He's like, hey, hold on, champ. I'm 6'3", 250. That's cool, champ. Congratulations. You're overweight as hell, by the way. I just want to let you know. Means you're probably, slow as hell. I ain't gonna lie. You heard? Come on, bro. He said 60 to 50 pounds of an unbaked apple crumble, champ. Stino says, hell, he mad at us because this man's a serial abuse. Yo, listen, if that's how much you weigh, right, and et cetera, listen, if you want to make a difference, you gotta violate son on the show, like live, nigga. You want to get some brownie points, you gotta wild out. You gotta wild out, son, on the pod. You gotta snake him on the pod. Facts. The best thing he can do right now is snake him on the pod. You wanna earn a real W, you gotta wild him out on the pod. Facts. I ain't gonna lie. I do it. I ain't gonna hold you. There's so many benefits in doing that. Will you get sued? You might get sued, but you can handle that. That ain't nothing. Yeah, you might get sued for wilding them out, but might get you some sponsorships though. I ain't gonna lie, chin. Triple O Skrilla says, but it's still only 5 pounds of pressure per person. Button pusher, chin. Stone Chitty says, yeah, that's a misplaced anger, ain't it, chat? That's a misplaced anger, if I've ever heard. It's misplaced anger, chat. Reformed Jersey versus 6'3", 250 is morbidly obese. That nigga's wild. Yo, bro, why do you think niggas cared if you was 6'3", 250? You know that don't mean nothing, right? What do you being 6'3" and 250 have to do with anything, bro? That's kind of wild. Queen of Topics TV says he volunteered his height and weight like that was supposed to shake the room. Yeah, you might shake the room because you're morbidly obese, but that's as far as it's gonna go, champ. Yeah, you might shake a little furniture because you big as hell. I get it, champ. Yeah, you might make the lamp fall on the ground because you're so goddamn big. Yeah, you might do that, champ. That's as far as the room gonna shake, champ. It's not gonna shake because niggas were scared, champ. By the way, alright, I'm just saying. Yeah, you might knock a lamp down or something because he's too damn big. At 6'3", he's kind of crazy. Uncle does says he's acting like we asked him to check Corey for cursing out an elderly man instead of doing weird ish with kids. That's a fact. I don't know what he's trying to get at here, but he's definitely wilding, champ. But let's continue.
I ain't no little docile sidekick ass nigga. I'm a grown ass motherfucking man. If you think it's a myth, run up yourself and see what it is. I know they trolling,
Champ.
but I also know they here to clip things.
Champ, what are you drinking? Nasty word. Yo, listen, I don't know what you're sipping on there, but whatever that is gave you that good liquid courage, champ. Liquid courage. It never fails, champ. You remind me of one Jamaican alcoholic. You remind me of a famous Jamaican alcoholic, and I think everybody knows who the hell that is. What are you sipping on? What is this, bro? Is that salsa? Is that salsa vodka, nigga? What is that? I don't know what bottle it is, but it got a whole lot of writing on it, champ. You heard what is that man sipping? I'm kind of curious now. What got him acting a fool right now? He's definitely a sidekick. So now you're telling me he's not what he actually is. So okay, he's denying what he is. Makes sense. Ike Turner says he got 4 good swings before stamina kicks in. Listen, about 4 or 3 swings and he's done, champ. 4 to 3 swings, it's a wrap. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he gonna lose his sense of self by swing number 4. I ain't gonna hold you. Uncle Dust says, who told him he was Batman and not Alfred? Who told him he was Batman and not Alfred is crazy. Are you trying to say that he serves Corey his wings, champ? That he uses him to pick up the DoorDash order at the door in the studio, champ? He told Kraig, hey, go get that order that I ordered, champ. I think they at the door, champ. Go check the map. Go check the DoorDash map. I think the driver has arrived, champ. Yeah, go get that. Thanks. Yeah, go pick up that order, champ. It's cold outside, champ. Don't let the food get cold. Bring that in, champ. And hurry up. Hurry up, champ. Kraig look like a bootleg, light-skinned Jay-Z. Oh, champ. You might be on to something. You saying like Basquiat, nigga? You saying he's yellow Basquiat? Is that what you're trying to say? He's a yellow Basquiat, champ. Is that what you're trying to say, champ? Oh, champ. Yellow bone hove is nasty work. I ain't gonna lie. But you make a good point, though. I ain't gonna lie. If Peter Guns and Jay-Z did the Dragon Ball Z fusion dance, champ. Nasty work. Oh, champ. Yeah, it's a wrap. I ain't gonna lie. It's over with, man. Yeah, this madness gotta stop. Then the nigga talking about niggas need to run up on him. Niggas need to run up on Kraig Facts, because Kraig Facts is 6'3", 250 goddamn pounds, nigga. If you drinking that, I'm not scared. I ain't worried, champ. Yeah, if you're drinking that, I'm not scared. Nut says he's Timu Hove. I agree. Ciroc Nation, nigga. Yeah, you part of Ciroc Nation, not Rock Nation, Ciroc Nation, nigga. Yeah. You got Rock Nation and Ciroc Nation. It's you, champ. You, champ. Oh, champ, nigga drinking that nonsense, gang. Oh, champ. Rebel Soldier says Kraig looked like he got caught with a hot Frank mid-bite. Hey, yo. Mid-bite is crazy. Hold on. Mid-bite Frank nasty work. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he definitely drinking that liquid courage, though. I ain't gonna hold you. He definitely drinking that liquid courage, though. That's a damn fact. On chin. Kamongo bad. Kid from Kid and Play. Yeah, I can see that too. Gang. I ain't gonna lie. Queen of Topics says Darlene is currently sleeping with Corey Holcomb. That's why she has a job and won't say anything. She's giving up that washed up box there, huh, Chin? Well, wouldn't shock me. Listen, if she likes Geppetto Frank and she's willing to take Geppetto Frank for the bag, so be it, Chin. It's a nasty world we live in. What can I say, right? But look. How do y'all feel about this madness in the comment section, man? When is Corey Holcomb gonna put on his Wendy's uniform? And is Kraig Facts gonna be right next to Corey in the same Wendy's establishment, champ. You let me know how you feel about this madness in the comment section, gang. I need to know the facts, champ. How do you feel, champ? If you're new to the Mayor's channel, you need to make sure you subscribe. I also need you to make sure you hit the hype button because it helps the channel in a major way. We got more content on the way. It's getting nasty. But one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the Mayor. The one and only New York Mayor, F. Mom Donnie, and you rocking with the 10 favorite Showface news, Spit Gotham, and you already know it's the 10 versus everybody at all times. Hit the like, hit the hype. I'm about to here, gang. Salute.